Looking forward to this one between two of the top teams here at the minor, GEEK Fam and RNG.
People have been drafting him that way, and I'm like, wow, you're just going to have damage issues. But this game, they have the SF, they have the Venge. They have a lot of free damage. The minus armor from the SF aura, Royal Jello, super good item on him. The initiation onto the top lane, that's going to be a three-man gank onto Raven. He is level 6, but the Nightmare briefly saving him, but that is not enough. They like to do what this Lifesteal is doing, just chill in bottom while the rest of his team makes this four-man rotation and pressure the drought. Big stack here.
Oh, yeah.
Point of contention.
Su's able to grab a hold of this one. Setsu, he's coming in. They'll burst down Dubu there with the raises, and they'll be able to secure this stack.
The Venge gives you an extra save, making it so the Omni Knight is not as nearly a juicy target. They are making a move to bottom, pretty much what you have to do when you're down by 6,000, possibly looking for this Rubik with the coil. It snaps, but he's already got the Venge behind him, and they might even be looking to turn this, TPing in Setsu. Meanwhile, Lifesteal just farming up the mid lane. But he's just going to TP out.
He's not going to be able to get away. Telekinesis will find him. September able to slam down Zephyr.
This pick-off heavy lineup for GEEK Fam, but they're not giving them an inch.
No.
And it's 15-minute bounties. Looking to make a move with that. Monet's quite strong, level 12.
Oh, he's ready to go. And he's found Raven, moves in immediately with the rage. So there's no chance for the Gust to silence him for now. Raven still able to back off. He has enough of those early stat items to walk away. The same cannot be said, though, for Dubu. I think Setsu, he's pretty much got it done. So at that point, when this BSJ is moving down lanes with the backup, they've not been able to do anything before these items are out. Once they're out, they're just going to look helpless, GEEK Fam.
They're just, how do you punish this? If you're GEEK Fam's perspective, do we go on the Omni Knight here? He is under a dire ward. This is a big opening if they can get it.
Let's see if they can try. They'll jump in. They'll perfectly hold on to the silence after the stun. They have the duel, and they will get the kill. GEEK Fam able to get their first kill on the board this game, and it will be a successful duel for Cuckoo, so that extra bit of bonus damage. Finally able to find something, but it has taken them the 70 minutes. Monet, maybe they can get more. Monet, he's got the rage popped and still has to back up a Super and Setsu. They could turn. Multi-shot's going to be fired out. Swapping for Super to try and set up some action as Dubu will be the focus. Another swap keeping on bringing GEEK Fam closer and closer to Setsu, so Setsu can continue to try and punch them down. They do lose Super in that attempt to keep the fight going.
To do with Monet's build, which I was highly emphasizing the armlet and such. Gonna probably find Dubu here. He's trying to give some jukes in the trees. Does feed a courier in the process. SF actually going for the scouting ulti, potentially trying to, when I say scouting, like cancel TPs, in case that the Bane had run that way.
In RNG, they can absolutely start to poke at the high ground right now. There's no reason not to. Setsu is just incredibly huge for this moment in the game. He's already got the Chrysalis flying out, so not only is he going to be very hard to bring down, he is going to pack an insane punch for this 20-minute mark of the game. 11k net worth on this Shadow Fiend. He's just had more than a free game. He's utilized the space that he's had to perfection. K trying to have a bit of a poke, see if they can catch anything.
I love it. Saving supports with Infest.
And maybe even setting up a turnaround. They're going to look to move in. Another swap from Super. Drags back Raven. They're on top of them. The GA's pop, so RNG can commit here. Going past the tier trees and past the barracks. They'll get Raven. Dubu's got to keep his distance. Setsu puts the BKB. K zipped into the backlines. His mana's a little low. He'll keep his distance. Cuckoo trying to run him, but no sort of a target that he can open up to, as RNG's just focused down the barracks. Will attempt to run away, and with the movement speed he can.
No creeps.
Melee Rack's dead at 20 minutes in. RNG, everything continues to go to plan.
You have a looming threat coming into your base, GEEK Fam, and you're going to have to react. Aegis is going to be expiring relatively soon, but I don't even think they need the Aegis, to be honest. It just makes it easier.
Can they stop? And they've already lost half a rack's top. Can they do anything to put a stop to this one? K's going to go for the zip 4. Multi-shots pop, but immediately the GA's there from Monet. September, he's still alive. Finally, they will be able to take a kill. A buyback from September. He knows that his team's still very strong to fight. He wants to be here for potentially the finishing push. A swap from Super trying to set up, but it costs Super his life. So a second kill here for GEEK Fam as they start to break down a little bit of RNG, but the three cores are the ones that they cannot seem to touch at the moment. Another jump from Zephyr. Setsu pots the BKB. A second buyback from RNG, continuing to want to commit everything into this push. K does find September. That's actually a dieback on the Rubik. Great moves from K as he picks apart the heroes he can. Cuckoo looks for the setup with the duel. K's on top. Flywind will fall as well. GEEK Fam, they've found another. They're doing it slowly but surely, winning this fight. Monet goes for the raise TP and will make it out. You know, still, I feel you do have to give credit to the fact that GEEK fam, they're holding on as they are. And is another support. GEEK fam can begin to swing this. Obviously, it's so hard because of how big this Shadow Fiend is.
I just love the way RNG's itemizing. When you are playing against this type of lineup of GEEK fam, eventually they're able to fight you, which they saw. Now you have to itemize to actually pick them off, which is what RNG did. First, they itemized to group up and just walk down buildings, and now they itemized to actually catch people, which they're now able to do.
Okay.
Rubik getting caught in the back.
He tries to go for it. The GA is going to be popped. It's not going to do enough, of course, to save September. He has to get away. The damage from Setsu just tears him apart. K will fall. He has got buyback on the Storm Spirit, but the middle racks are gone. RNG will take another. Let's jump in. Silence onto all of them. Buyback from K. He's looking to zip in hard for the cleanup. He's onto Super. Super's going to be the focus. Rec Room will be popped, but K gets himself out of range. We'll keep the distance. Setsu falling a little low, still has the Aegis and the BKB to rely on. They'll burst him once. Can they do it again? Silence on Monet, immediately removed as he'll turn, rage up, push them back.
Like, when I don't mean they only are good at this hero, but they are like clearly very good with this hero. And if you're gonna pick Drow, you can't give them Omni.
Well, on the front lines, Cuckoo. It's going to be saved. K trying to jump into the back lines. The multi-shot doing quite a lot. September's falling. There's be triple silence here. Infest will be there to keep him a bit safe. Cuckoo tries for a very ambitious duel. Does end in disaster for him as he'll lose the fight, lose the battle. And as it looks to be, GEEK fam maybe just losing the war right here as this bottom racks is taken away from them. RNG just cleaning up the base of GEEK fam. 14-8, 13k lead, and a lead that they have held the entirety of this match. Another zip in, looking for September, but with the Ghost Scepter, he's fine. Super won't be quite as fine. They do stop the Venge, but the other four of RNG, they can still fight on with a man down. They are just that far ahead right now. Jumping again, they'll try for another bit of a poke. Silence onto Monet and Flywin.
You blink in, the opponent has way more farm than you because they've been grouping up and you have too. But oh yeah, Omni Knight has 18 dual damage, as you said. This Halberd just super value, the status resistance, the disarm on these ranged heroes lasting longer than it does on melee heroes. I mean, they're trying, man. They're trying.
Do manage to silence the two of them, but the lift up and K just, he cannot withstand this right click coming out for Setsu, but Raven Cat, he turns, shoots him down. That's a pretty big kill if they can get away from this GEEK fam. Turning onto September. September's Ghost Scepter keeps him 5 out. Zephyr looking to lead it. Cuckoo, he gets the duel on the Rubik. September falls. 3 dead at the moment on RNG with the Dream Core down. They're going to try and look for another. Monet jumps in with the Infest. He's running away in the creep. They don't have any way to control it. You know, Dubu didn't need to use his buyback. You know, silver linings.
True.
They've got 2 lives on the bait. But Cuckoo, they're going in, and K's going for the back. Let's put the BKB. They'll take September out of the fight immediately. That's 1 down. Dubu did 4-body buyback. K, he will fall though. Bashed up and controlled. The Storm is out for 80 seconds. Cuckoo trying to slide away. Will be able to get away from the reaches of Setsu. And that's a G, and that's the second one there. GG is called. GEEK fam will finally tap out of this game as RNG take the victory. GEEK fam tried as hard as they could to hold on, but the lead that I had, the size that Setsu grew to, it was too much for them to deal with.
What are some of the hard carries we've seen?
Oh, they can take Huskar themselves.
Oh.
Get BKBs. Huskar's right click is very underwhelming. So if you only have him, the first initiation from Zephyr onto the Lich, getting a little bit caught out of position, does look to get a lot of damage onto Cuckoo, who might be going down in return. And not quite enough. It looks, the silence to get in range does break the salve, so at the very least we'll be forcing him back to base. He saw him use Purify, so he's not afraid to just run at him right now. He also just got his bottle delivered.
He's going to be able to throw out another orb in a second.
He's got this, I think.
Cuckoo will run, doesn't manage to dodge the orb damage, and that'll be another kill in the mid lane. Super actually getting taken down out behind the tower.
The DK is farming. Yeah. And Gyro is now on 2 position duty. Is that the winning play? I don't know, but it sounds reasonable, like that they came to that conclusion. K getting the classic why you don't buy a Midas in competitive Dota in this patch. You're just getting ran at, and even if you have this efficiency item, you're not allowed to use it because you're just dead.
He was so close to having it
I
done
don't even
as
think
well.
he bought it. He might be paying the price on Setsu though. Gets silenced up. That shield does not remove the bug from Grimstroke. He goes down.
That's a big catch. Can they get anything more? RNG, they will. They'll jump in on Zephyr, punish him.
Frost armor. Sometimes you see the maxed out Frost Blast.
Setsu, he's going in. He finds Zephyr. His execution in both of these matches, his SF in the mid lane in game 1, and now his Puck in the safe lane. You know, this guy, he's on fire so far this land. As this action, it just doesn't stop.
Now, if there's that Yules to help his teammates catch up. Oh, they steal the Heavenly Grace. You got your own Omni Knight now.
Cuckoo is trying to turn and run down September. I mean, the Iron Gyro trying to make a go at this, but the Chain Frost is doing a lot against him. GA's pop, but these Chain Frost bounces, maximum efficiency there from Super as he gets the full damage output amongst the heroes alone. Raven's going to be chased by Setsu and September. Double kill for the safe lane Puck. As Setsu continues to pull out play after play, Cuckoo will be run down by Super and Flywin as he seems to have no counterplay to the chase that's there. Setsu even sweeps by to pick up the glory for himself. 8-1-2 at 16 minutes in.
That going as badly as it did made this game 100% look like it did, and sometimes one misstep can lead to that. But this crucial kill on Abaddon, or Abaddon, excuse me, if they can bring him down before his team gets there, they might pay the price for this. Oh my god.
He's gonna live, Brad.
No.
And Mone's in with the BKB, jumps forward. The bounces of the Chain Frost doing wonders against Dubu and Cuckoo. It's another couple of easy kills for RNG and not an easy kill at all for GEEK fam. I'm already looking at this game. I don't know who else here at this LAN is going to really challenge this team. RNG seem to be on another level at the moment.
Yeah, no, they just look solid. It's not, none of these games look like a fluke. Yeah, you could say Huskar's cheese, but Huskar's not an easy hero to cheese people with in competitive Dota. They are just, look at this, like they're playing so well around him, making sure you have to focus him. Nobody else is getting caught out of position. No other targets to get gone on. He's just right-clicking away. You're stunning this guy, but he's killing you much faster than you're killing him, and by killing him, I mean not at all. Triple kill already for Monet. Oh, man. Give him the rampage!
Give him it! There it is. Monet closes up the game with a rampage. It's all over. GG has been called. RNG, man, these guys, I mean, they want to go to the major.